Hey guys, today in this video I'll be showing you how to make the paper AAT. This, I just wanted to come back to all my videos. This is now kind of one of my first since I haven't been making many videos. This is a not very hard, but hard, very hard origami to make, but I will be going through it very just step by step. So, yeah, this is how to make the paper AAT. So, here we go. First, you are going to fold your sheet of paper in half, corner to corner. And before I tell you anything else, you need a square sheet of paper. This is a square sheet of paper, so I'll be using this. And first, you're just going to fold it corner to corner. Just like that. Unfold it, and you're going to fold both your top lines right here into the center, like this. There we go. Do the same on the other side. There we go. Doesn't have to be super neat, but you do need to have some pretty good creases. So now we're going to fold the same thing that we just did, except we're going to fold these lines and fold them into the center too. So holding right about right here, just fold them in. And if your tips of your thing don't bend in, just kind of curl them and it should go in. And fold in just right, like that. Same on the other side. There we go. Alright, now you're going to unfold that and flip it over. Now you're going to fold this back along these two flaps, so it would look like this. Just right on that line. Now flip it over, and you're going to fold your bottom half onto this upper half, like this. And I'm going to crease, unfold, and then unfold that. Make sure, because if this flap gets up like that, just fold it back down. And now you're going to do the same thing except onto the other side. So now, this. Something that you want to do is make sure that your flaps are flat. So if any of your things are like this, see how this is kind of ramped? You don't want it to be ramped right here. You want that to be like that. So now that you got that, just unfold it. And now this part gets a little tricky and a little confusing. So what we're going to be doing is you're going to be folding down our top part and letting this, we're not going to be folding this flap over here. We're just going to fold this, and we're going to fold it down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark some certain points. So you guys just don't do anything. Alright. Now where I'm going to mark is right where these two folds cross. See this part right here and this fold? I'll mark right here and I'll show you those two sides. Now I've done the same on the other side, and right in this little X, that's our marking place. And I'm going to do the same for this. I'm just going to write a little X and a little dot. So now you can see our little cross lines where this line and this line meets. Now, you're going to fold this down, and I have got the same things. Now you're going to fold right along these cross lines. So then when you get down, you've still got the same cross lines, and I've got a little mark place where those places cross right there. So that's where you want to make your crease, is along those 2 dots that I've made, so that it makes a little triangle kind of shape. So now this fold is a little confusing, but there it is. And now I'll unfold that real quick for you guys. We were like this, and I'm going to real quick do the same thing on the other side for that mark that we have. So you want right here and right here. Those are cross marks. These are very important marks. So now I'll show you one more time. Fold down, and you want your things to be hitting along that cross mark, just like that. There we go. Alright, now let's continue. What we're going to do is right along this line, that little crease, you're going to fold in. Now as you can see, right here is kind of making that tube. What you're going to do is bend it out like this, and then just flatten it. Now here's something that you don't want to have. You don't want to have this flap right here going past this flap. That one, you want it to be aligned, but it's okay because it won't make a big deal in the whole thing. So if it's all messed up, it doesn't matter too bad. And do the same thing with the other side. Just fold it in like this. Now if your thing is not working at first, just put your finger in there where your cross marks are, and it should come out right, and then you can do it like this. Now this one is not perfect, as you can see, so that's okay. It'll still work fine. And now what we're going to do is flip our things, or no, first we're going to unfold those flaps, and flip it over. Now what we're going to do is lift this up just a little bit so it's like that, and then you're going to fold along the same thing. We're going to do exactly what we just did, except on this side. So we're going to fold it in like that, and then right here, as you can see, that, just let it crease down. So you got just what we just did. Do the same thing for the other side. There we go. And now flip it over. Real quick, what we're going to do is grab this tip, and right where this is, you can make a little mark fold just like that. So you just pinched it, and then you're going to fold the tip right here down to where you just pinched it. And so now your tip just folded down to here, and then you mounted folded it. So it just disappeared. And, well, not really, but it's like that. So now we are going to, along these 2 lines, you can see we have these little places where we are. So if you just pull this up as far as you can and then make a crease, that should happen. And then you do the same for this side. And now you're going to pinch these together, and if your thing is not working correctly, like right here, just press and it shall work much better. There you go. Crease that up and fold it to either side. I'm going to fold to this side, like that. Now what you're going to do is you're just going to fold your edge right here onto the center, like that. There, see? And now you're going to outside reverse fold. Now this part is a little tricky because what you're going to have to do is grab right here and unfold it just a little bit, and then outside reverse fold. So like this, kind of pressing right where that part meets, which is right here, and you can now see my creases. And then now I put this back together while doing that, and then I press back down in here, and I've got my outside reverse fold. That is a hard thing, and on the comments page you may leave it there where you got stuck, and I can show you again maybe in another video. So anyways, now that we've outside reverse fold that, we are going to make a mark fold. So, oops, my thing fell out. We're going to fold our tip right here up to the top, right on the top of the center. So just like bend this if you can. If it's being a little stubborn with you. It's a little tricky. And you want to really, really sharpen that place, because that's an important thing that we'll need for our thing. So now that we got that, we're going to unfold that and just fold this right here along this. So like this. Good. And now we're going to outside reverse fold it again. So just press right there where where it crosses up. And there we go. And hopefully you guys have done a outside reverse fold before, because if you haven't, it's just too bad. I will probably make a little video of how to do some of those hard folds, but not in this one. So now that we have that, we are going to fold right up like this, right onto this corner, or just along where this part meets, so like that. Now you're going to reverse fold, so just open up this flap, press down, and then press in, like that. And now you can open up that reverse fold, so like that, see? And now you could be done with your AAT. Now before we go any further, we are going to do the bottom. So we're going to flip over our thing, fold right on this side, and you're going to fold it until you meet right, see how, like, if you can see that, right there, that's where you're going to fold your flap to. And then just flip it over, flip this to the other side, flip it back over, and fold this right to where you had it, so like that. Or just fold them both in where they make an even place right there. And now what you're going to do is, since you got a little pocket right here, you're going to grab one and slide it into that pocket, just like that. There you go. And now fold this in like that. Same for the other side. And then round out these corners by making tiny, tiny little valley folds. Or just folds. And you don't have to, it's just a little detailing thing, so I'm going to do that quick. And now we flip it over. Now you can be done with your AAT right now if you want to, because this part's going to get a little frustrating. Might not for some of you guys, but for some it's going to get really frustrating. But there's your AT, and I'm going to continue the video right now still. And if there's any of you guys that might think this is going to be hard, I would exit out if it's going to get hard, because it already looks like an AAT. But now, since I'm going to continue the video, you're going to fold this down, just like that. Now, we want to make sure that there's about like a centimeter of space right here along that place. And make the nice crease. And now you're going to fold this up, and you want it to make it fold it up halfway in between right here. So, just like that, see? Like that, and folded it up. Now, what we're going to do is fold that back down, and you're going to make some folds right here. And then you're going to make just like, you really can just leave your folds like that. But what I'm doing is I'm opening up that fold like this and folding it in. Now you guys can barely even see it since my hands are getting in the way, so try not to even bother doing that. It really doesn't matter too bad. But there you go. And now what you're going to do for the last thing is bend this backwards. As in, what we're going to do is, real quick, you can just make a little valley fold. And now you're going to do the exact same thing, except backwards it. So push this back like that. And now you have finished your paper AAT. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Comment, rate, and subscribe. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos.